What up, everybody, and welcome to the Scotty and Stowe Show. I am Scotty,
Hello, I'm Stowe.
and we are sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California, and several other things we're not allowed to speak of. How's Stowe?
Excellent. Stowe is 1-0. Scotty is 1-0. I can't wait to get to our first NFL 3-on-3 game. We're going to do plenty of Niners, plenty of Packers. I'm just jumping right into it. We're skipping right to running through NASCAR and baseball. We're going to get to football as fast as we can.
NASCAR I mean, I didn't enjoy the race at all. I didn't enjoy, yeah, right, next topic. Reddick was kind of blah. He's just in 14th place the whole race, 13th place. So not a lot of excitement for me. Congratulations, Denny Hamlin, for winning that race. And
Joe Gibbs, man, he went from football coach to racing entrepreneur, I guess. He's got the first two racers in.
You know, Joe's done well for a long time. So yeah, Joe has become he might be, right below Rick Hendricks.
Good job, Joe.
Good job, Joe, for being an old quarter or old coach for the Redskins. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely more excited for next week after watching
Bristol.
this week. Yeah, good race. Tough race though. That race, I don't know how good we do at Bristol either. So we'll see. Still in the next stage in points, no problem. I guess if no, you can't even get enough winners to knock me out with winners. I'm good. It's like only one more race basically before the next stage. So yeah, go Bristol and
Yeah,
go
Josh
Denny Hamlin.
Berry. Josh Berry, two last place finishes in a row. How did he make the playoffs?
Van Ginsberger, he's gonna be. How did he make the playoffs? Guy hasn't been in the top 25 the last two races. But if
Yeah,
it's a
come
road
on.
course,
Let Busher in. These fucking road course guys are ruining my life.
yeah, pretty much, yeah, because that's what happened. These guys suck.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out baseball. Not a lot of teams suck these days. There's a lot of battling going on. I'll be honest. Same as last week. AL East is a mud ball of craziness that keeps playing each other. Toronto and Houston are playing right now. So the AL West is bringing that mud into everything. Everything's getting mudded. Nail East and West.
Are the Dodgers still ahead of the Padres?
Going to the National League, yeah, the Phillies are helping out the Giants. So the Giants are actually back in the wild card. Dodgers are still in first by a game and a half. Milwaukee's in. Not a whole lot's changed. We're down to less than 20 games, though. Things are going to start to matter. Like I said, the Giants are they've got life still, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I find that to be funny, actually. that the
Yeah.
Giants fell
I
away.
mean, if the Mets keep losing, we could find ourselves sneaking into the playoffs, playing the Dodgers in round one. And how fun would that be, no matter what? Because we would be playing free, no stress, blah, blah, blah. Again, super stressed out. Should win the championship by 30 games, Dodgers.
Nah, because we don't. There's no way we're playing to our level right now during the regular season. I mean, we know once we turn it on, we're probably the best team in baseball.
Well, yeah, it seems like you have figured out not to waste all your awesome talent during the first 5 months of the year. You're like, we'll bring some of these all stars back in August. Blake Snell will bring him back into July.
Yeah,
So it seems like you're figuring stuff out to be better in September than you were the rest of the year. So congrats.
yeah, I think so. I think you got to look at it as we know we're good enough just to get there and just be in first place the whole time. So
Yep. So go baseball.
go baseball. Let's move on because baseball's fun, but it's not as fun as football.
Oh man. I really need to get you a Micah Parsons jersey, but we made a promise. So
No more jerseys.
go
Even
ahead.
though it's
Green
a number one Micah Parsons jersey, it'd have to be in a medium though, because anything large or like any of the jersey sizes previous, they don't fit anymore. They're like,
Listen, mailman, we don't care what size jersey you wear. Just tell us how great the Packers were at week one.
um, I'm gonna tell you what, the Packers were amazing. The Packers defense was next level with not having a solidified all pro, all NFL, top 5 cornerback. How's that sound? Because we got Carrington Valentine, Keyshawn Nixon, Evan Williams at safety, Bullard. Xavier McKinney is definitely a top 5 safety. So we do have that.
Well, it's weird. You guys want to run that three safety thing where like two of the safeties are almost cover safeties, which is
They cover,
interesting.
yeah, like a nickel almost with a safety covering the slot or something. That Bullard kid can cover the slot. Evan Williams and McKinney can play the other 2 safeties, and then you got Valentine and Keyshawn Nixon. Now Nate Hobbs is yet to make a start, so maybe this Thursday against the Redskins, maybe not. So, and that's the guy we signed from the Raiders that was supposed to be our shutdown or decent cornerback. So, but what Micah Parsons has done to the other half of the defense. I mean, he's helping that half too, because that Evan Williams interception was because Micah Parsons was coming to sack Goff, and he just threw it out real fast, and Evan Williams got the ball. So Evan Williams can thank Micah Parsons for the interception. That's fair. I think Lucas Van Ness has been taken under Micah Parsons' wing, and as I said before, will be probably a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. But he played the best game he's ever played in his football career. Pretty sure that has a lot to do with Micah Parsons. Just guessing. And Micah
Yeah.
Parsons only played like 48% of his snaps, so it's like beat Penei Sewell twice, like beat him. Like that guy didn't probably get beaten once last year. So he got beat in the first game. He got beat twice. So Rashawn Gary, sack and a half. Devontae Wyatt, sack. I watched Micah Parsons play over the center, over the tackle, over the guard, as middle linebacker, just running around wondering what to do. I mean, it's different. And
All
all the
right,
other
going beyond the stats real quick on defense. Did you notice the difference with Detroit's lack of Ben Johnson or a lack of mobility from Jared Goff, or do you just think you guys are so dynamic now on defense that it's not going to matter?
I think we're dynamic on defense, and I think it's these players' time. You got to realize that all 4 or 5 of these players we think are going to be good are like in their 3rd year now or 4th year. So Quay Walker, Edrin Cooper's in his 2nd year, and Edrin Cooper played. He's going to be tough to say he's not the best linebacker in football or one of them here soon because he was all over everybody, and he's so fast and he tackles so well. I mean, it's going to be he's going to benefit from Micah Parsons just as much as anybody else because those dump down passes to running backs, he's right there. He's just going up and crushing people because it's like it's my job. You know what I mean? And if you're dumping it off really quick because Micah Parsons is coming at you, I'm gonna hit that running back really. You know what I mean? I'm right there, man. I don't know. Everybody played very well. Offense played really good in the beginning and then kind of just faded away. That's the one thing I can say about the Packers. As good as I thought we played and as well as we played, I know Detroit's defense plays very well, but
Well, you lost your left tackle, right? You lost your left tackle early in the
we lost
game,
our
Tom.
right tackle and Tom.
Right tackle.
We still got our left. But that
So that's the thing.
that is a thing, but that kid we traded for right before the season, that Kennard, they didn't even think twice. They just put that guy in instantly, and he didn't give up a sack. He played well in the run game. So it
So
was solid, right? That was a good. I mean, so yeah, very impressed with what I saw with the Packers from offense, defense, and special teams. Everybody played well. Wheelan punted well. Everybody played. I mean, it was a different last year when we got beat by Philadelphia. I thought we were going to be good last year. I didn't know what to expect this year. And this is the best start I've ever seen. Yeah,
here we go.
yeah, I don't know. This is the best start I've
Optimism
ever
in
seen.
Wisconsin. I hate it.
Yeah, well, it's just the way it is, man. Go Pack, go. Dun dun dun. All right. I'm sure the Niners played. How'd they look? Next topic
The not
twice.
I got to lead off with the Niners won at Seattle without George Kittle, without Juwan Jennings, shoot, without a kicker. So somehow somehow we pulled off a huge win in week 1, and there was a lot of good things, a lot of bad things. I'll lead off with the bad things. Uh, all of our rookie defensive players made penalties in the first drive that resulted in a touchdown for Seattle. Upton Stout looked a little out of position. Siegel, the rookie safety, is not going to let go of his job though. That's a positive.
Nice.
The other negatives was, I'll be honest, Trent Williams and Brock Purdy, the two most expensive players on our team, failed to produce. Yes, laughing emojis everywhere. Like and subscribe if you like our new emoji thing that we just dropped on you, just out of nowhere, like it's brand new. So yeah, Trent Williams terrible. Brock Purdy was on the run because of Trent Williams. He forced a couple interceptions, normal bad Purdy interceptions that we've seen this happen before. And honestly, I'm not going to spend a whole lot on negatives because besides the O line, Purdy, I think we did fairly well. Positives, the rookies on the defensive line were phenomenal. We held Seattle at 2.9 yards per rush. The guys in the secondary that made mistakes in the first half rebounded, made plays in the second half. I mean, defense overall was solid. Nick Bosa, the big money man, ended the game after what was a crazy fourth quarter. I don't even really want to talk about it because I have no idea how we pulled that win off. Jake Moody is no longer part of the team, so special teams improve immediately. I don't know. It was a seesawy kind of crazy game. I was very interested. I learned a lot. I'm not sure exactly where this team's going still. I mean, obviously without people like Juwan Jennings and Kittles, Jake Tongus is not going to make that catch every day. So am I optimistic? Yes. Am I still very, very paranoid? Of course. But hey, Niners are 1-0. We beat the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle.
It's huge when it comes down to a 9-8 division.
Right? Like I said, yeah, this division is going to be whoever has the 9th win instead of the 8th win might be in. So huge win. We
Yeah.
get New Orleans next week. I'm optimistic there too. Mac Jones or Brock Purdy. We're rolling.
Go Mac Jones.
Go Mac Jones.
Roll Tide. All right, you got 3 questions. We got 3 questions. Where are we starting? You want to start in the AFC with me?
Yeah, why don't you go first?
I'll go with the AFC questions. A's before N, so I should start.
Fair enough.
All right, simple question to start with. Has Daniel Jones found a home a la Baker Mayfield in Indiana? Scored on
It's
every
hard to
drive.
argue.
He scored on every. I want to say one thing. Scored on every drive, unless it was like a kneel down to win the game or end a half.
I want to say that, yeah, I'm going to say yes. I love
You say
Daniel Jones,
yes.
and I love Daniel Jones in Indiana. He's far away from the bright lights. He doesn't have to worry about running and fumbling. He does have talent. He does have some legs. Yeah, no, I like the fit. Do I think it's going to come down to earth a little bit? Of course, that's a no brainer. But I
So,
mean,
so you like the fit.
they've been working with terrible quarterbacks for the last so many years that even a mediocre to lower tier starting quarterback in the NFL might look pretty good in Indianapolis with Jonathan Taylor. And hey, why was everyone sleeping on Michael Pittman fantasy wise and regular wise? This kid just makes plays, 80 yards a touchdown first game.
It's so
It's
boring, though. I mean, there's something about Michael Pittman that just makes you go,
Tyler Warren makes him so much
no,
better.
that's who you want to talk about. I think
That's it.
Tyler Warren.
Yeah. I
I
believe
think
he was the highest rated PFF tight end in the league. What was
I
he at?
took him in
7?
FanDuel. I took him in a Sunday FanDuel. I took Tyler Warren. I said, why not? It was cheap. He wasn't very expensive.
He will get more expensive. Mark
Apparently.
my words. This guy's for real. He had a better blocking grade than a receiving grade, and people don't even know that about him. Now they will start learning.
Oh, yeah, people probably didn't know that. We knew that about him. We knew that he was a 5-star football player.
Hey, he
Or
played
five.
center.
He's a 5 tool for sure. The guy
He
can
scored a
block,
touchdown.
catch, run, throw. But what can't he do? He's that kid in high school that you hated.
Right. So did I answer the question yet? I totally forgot what the original question
Well,
was.
I mean, but
Yes, Danny Jones does not have to worry about Anthony Richardson. He's found a nice little place to make his.
I'm talking, can he go to the playoffs? Will he? I said a la Baker Mayfield. Will he have a Baker Mayfield like recovery?
That's fair. I think this is one of the best weeks he'll have. It's not going to be all sunshine and roses. I don't think
It's not gonna
many
be
teams in that
sunshine,
division are very good.
lollipops, and rainbows
Yeah,
everywhere. No, not no. All right.
no. I still think the Texans come out of that division. Although Daniel Jones will make it a race for once.
So
So
you're saying right now we're not going to be talking about Daniel Jones for the next 4 years, like about being a great nacho guy, like we did with Baker Mayfield? Do you think this is a 5 month and they move on kind of deal? You're not
I don't
saying
think he's moving on, but we definitely need to give him like some sort of nacho Cheetos cheesy snack kind of commercial to get his mojo
a
going.
book club kind of deal, like
Oh yeah, for sure. For
All
sure.
right. Well, I'm just wondering where we go with that. I'm going to give you 8 points because because you almost answered it correctly.
No, I like it. It's fun. I mean, like I said, they haven't had a quarterback that could throw a pass normally.
Since since the kid from Stanford,
Right. Almost just about. Andrew Luck.
Andrew
Hope you're
Luck.
doing well. Is he still alive? Hope so.
Yeah, he looks great. I seen that guy in some thing. He's like owns an architecture firm, or he's an
Oh,
architect.
nice. He's designing buildings and shit.
Yeah, I think he's fine. He looked like he lost. He just shedded off the football weight. Now he's just fit. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, he looked. I mean, I don't think he's Andrew's having any problems.
Right decision for him. I like it.
Good to see. Yeah, right. All right. Has the Chiefs dynasty come to an end? Simple question. That's it. I'm just
I'll
as
ask everyone to check out last week's episode where we basically said the Denver Broncos were taking over that division. I didn't expect the Chargers to be the one to knock off the Chiefs right away. But yeah, no, the
well,
Chiefs.
you and I don't give the Chargers any credit anymore. We have decided.
We didn't. Not until the defense does something, and I'm still not giving them too much credit after week one.
No,
No,
I'm not either.
but yeah, am I less and less impressed with the Chiefs every day? Do I believe their pinnacle has happened already?
Right.
Yeah. No, I believe that has happened. Andy
That's
Reid can only coach up so many Isaiah Pacheco's and Kareem Hunts till
right.
they actually need more talented players.
Gonna
Slash
have to keep.
receivers, they're missing a lot of receivers. But
So even with Mahomes, they're just no Rasheed Rice. Worthy's now injured. Travis Kelsey's getting married.
Kendrick Bourne to the Niners. I mean, there's no hope in Kansas City anymore.
Right. So, all right. You don't think Patrick Mahomes can keep it together? 7 points.
No, man, the guy owns 9 businesses. You know what happens when you stretch yourself too thin?
Oh, I do. I totally know what happens when you stretch yourself too thin. You get tired.
You're not as great at it. You say 9?
7.
Okay, so 97?
97.
97
Good
sounds good.
answer. I would
Good.
I would say the only reason you didn't get like a 10 is because you didn't say, but if they make it to the playoffs, they're still the Chiefs and somehow magic flies out of their assholes for some odd reason.
Yeah, I don't think that happens this year. No, no magic assholes for Kansas City this year.
No
Not happening.
playoffs? You think no playoffs?
Uh, it's a possibility. I mean, if Daniel Jones
Raid-
keeps his mojo going, they
Raiders
can
played
still
well.
can. Yeah,
No.
no,
Broncos win the division.
yeah.
If the Raiders play well enough just to put them in third place, they can't go. I mean,
No.
it's just a tougher conference. The Chargers beat them. If the Raiders beat them once, that's 2 losses. Even if they beat the Raiders and the Chargers once, it's still 2 losses unexpected. Should not they did not think they were going to lose the Chargers. Not an opening
Dynasty's
night.
over whatever way you want to do it. Playoffs, not playoffs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. I just no playoffs would be. Only reason I think the Patriots didn't go to the playoffs is because Tom Brady on the I don't know second quarter of that game got tackled like that and his fucking leg got all fucked up, and I know it makes you sad, but
Terrible memory.
terrible
Uh,
memory. So I'm just saying, you know, no more Chiefs.
no more Chiefs.
No
Thank
more
God.
Chiefs. All right. Who is the best team in the AFC right now?
I
After week
mean,
one,
I would
who
like
do
to
you
stick with.
see?
I want to stick to my Super Bowl prediction with Denver, but I didn't see enough. I mean, once they lost Evan Ingram, it seemed like their offense kind of fell apart. I can't argue against the Bills too much, but I still think it's the Ravens. I mean, they're the best team. They just happen to be the best chokers in important games, also. But yeah, no, I think the Ravens are still the best. The Bills show they can't stop the run at all. In the playoffs, Derrick Henry is going to abuse them.
Yeah, they couldn't stop Derrick Henry at all.
So I'm going to stick with the Ravens. I mean, it's not Aaron Rodgers. It's not the Texans, that's for
Oh,
sure.
as fun as the story was for this week, for him to come out and beat the Jets, 4 touchdowns, 200 over 200 some odd yards at 41, but it's not the Steelers. Hope Steeler fans didn't like take that game as a we're going to the they beat the Jets.
Although I'm going to give Tomlin credit, man. Somehow he just wins games. Maybe he will get a winning record again, even with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I mean, it can't be because we've already predicted that Aaron Rodgers ruins Tomlin's.
I mean, we predicted it. Doesn't mean that.
No, it does not mean it happens. I would agree with you. I'm going to give you, I can't give you a 10 because I'm never going to give you a 10. So you can have a 9. I watched that game in the beginning. If the Ravens don't fumble the ball and the Ravens don't turn the Jets off and the Ravens continue to do what they do,
This should have been an easy win. Yeah.
it was an easy win. They were up by 15 points with 7 minutes to go. The game was over.
Uh, Silly bastards.
The only problem was is there was 7 minutes to go in the game. What's your questions?
All right. I'm going to start off with kind of a weird one that I just kind of noticed while watching the games. 0 NFC quarterbacks threw for 300 yards, and 15 of the whole NFL threw for less than 200 yards. This is a mirage. Do you remember the last time a bunch of quarterbacks threw for 200 yards? And actually, some of them won the game. Like, I believe Jordan Love was less than 200. Jalen Hurts won a game less than 200. We're seeing reverse in philosophy. What's the reason for the lack of passing? I mean, did you notice anything?
Well, you say it. I mean, we say it all the time for the first 4 games, the defenses should have the upper hand. Um, so did a lot more quarterbacks run for their life just because offensive lines are trying to figure out what's going because offensive lines change more than how many times has the Niners offensive line made a change in the last few years? You know what I mean? I know before like the Cowboys, the Niners, the lines just kind of we got these beefcakes, you know what I mean? But it seems like nowadays, even the Packers constantly always changing through linemen. It's always the same quarterback, it's always the same running back, it's always the same receiver, but it's a whole new fucking 4 new linemen or 3 new linemen every other year. You know what I mean? And you keep your left tackle and your center's consistent. But the Packers have gone through 4 centers in the last 5 for like 6 years.
So
This
you're
is a
saying the lack of protections leading to these expensive quarterbacks not trying to be exposed, so they're going more quick stuff and more running. And
sure. Are the
I don't know, it's
quarterbacks that
just weird.
are the quarterbacks we getting? Are they more like that kind of quarterback? Before it was Peyton Manning's and Tom Brady's and Drew Brees'. They just threw the ball. Now it's Jaden Daniels and Jalen Hurts and
Even
JJ
Brock Purdy is more
McCarthy.
more likely. Yeah,
So the game is changing. I think the quarterback coming out of college is changing. Nobody, just a different style of play, I guess. I mean,
and
who's come out of
less
college that
linebackers, more defensive backs.
even the next Archie Manning is going to be like the grandpa and be more of a runner.
Grandpa.
The grandpa, you know what I mean? Like he's going to be more like Archie and not like Peyton and Eli.
All right. So do
Peyton never
you
took
think
off.
it's a mirage? Do you think more yards are to come? Quarterbacks are going to throw for like Tua did 446 3 years ago.
Do I think it is going to eventually happen this year? Yeah, of course. You don't think Joe Burrows isn't going to have 5 400-yard games? You know what I mean?
I'm curious. I don't know.
Once the protection scheme, gets continuity, which I'm assuming that's probably 2 new offensive linemen on Cincy. Packers are like rotating through Banks, Kennard. You know what I mean? Those guys didn't play for us this last year. You know what I mean? So it's
What
like,
about conspiracy theories? Like, honestly, you guys threw and ran about the same amount in the Green Bay game, but yeah, no yards and the game is over. Like, what's happening?
well, did I tell you about our defense?
All right, 5 points because you mentioned your own defense.
What? I gave a great answer there, and I got 5 points for mentioning my own defense.
That's right. You have a chance to win by one with two perfect answers. Everyone like and subscribe if you think Scotty can get two perfect answers.
There's never been 2 perfect answers.
There might have been.
All right, well, probably weren't
All
for
right. So
me. All right,
question number
give me the
two,
next
sleepy
question.
man. All right. The Rams had a nice win versus the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Are
That's a
they
huge
the
one.
best team in the NFC not wearing green?
Are the Rams the best team in the NFC not wearing green?
Correct. So we eliminate the Eagles and the Packers.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I didn't want you talking about Green Bay.
Cowboys played pretty decent against the defending Super Bowl champions. The Eagles are missing a lot of players that they had last year, but I don't know. I thought the Rams played very well. Stafford going out there and doing what Stafford does with Devontae Adams, with Puka Nacua. I think, I think Devontae found himself a very good home having Stafford throw to him with his route running capabilities. So I like the running back is playing very. I don't know. Their defense is awesome. There's another team that's got all levels. You know what I mean? Quarterback, receivers, running back, lines. Well, their defensive line is great.
Okay. The
Um,
other undefeated teams that would be in, going against the Rams, Minnesota, Washington, Tampa Bay.
well, I actually think the Bears are. I'm not as scared of them as I was at the before the season started because I was like, oh man, they beat us. They beat us last year. You know what I mean? And we were kind of struggling in places. They did beat us, but I don't think this is the quarterback. So I gotta say no to the Vikings just because Flores' defense is so good, and if the quarterback's not good, he's gonna eat that alive. You know what I mean? So yeah. So and he
I'm a
did.
Bear.
Yeah, so he did, and we saw a lot of, Caleb Williams showed a lot of like chinks in the armor, like
Yeah. Did
overthrows and
did JJ McCarthy show you enough to think that Minnesota could maybe be as good as the Rams?
no.
No.
I
What
don't
about
think I think if you put the Rams defense on the field against JJ McCarthy, he's pinned back a lot more. He's not running freely. I don't think he's playing as well against the Rams defense as he did against the Bears defense. I think that's the weakest part. I think that's the weakest part of the Bears. And now I'm considering that the quarterback position might be, but I don't know. I mean, I'm still working on it. It's new. It's a brand new season. But no,
no?
yeah, but I don't. I'm gonna say no to the Vikings too. I'm gonna give the Rams the lead on the Vikings there.
Sounds good. I'll give you 10 points, even though I think Tampa Bay is still better.
We didn't even talk about Tampa Bay, but um,
They didn't
I don't
look
know.
great.
Tampa Bay to me is a little older, other than the fact that the Rams are young. So as the season goes on, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense is it's a little bit older than what is playing on the Rams side that is playing very well. So I'd be interested to see in a longer season now. Vita Vea is getting older. I mean, there's just like, okay, buddy. So, but no, I like Tampa too. But against the Rams, that's a huge win against the Texans. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that's going to be our biggest battle in San Francisco is the Rams, which is
Sure.
always fun. All
If
right, I gave
we
you 10 points. We're going to move on from the best team not in green to the worst team not in green. The Giants scored 6 points. New Orleans scored like 10. Carolina 10. Which what team is the worst team? Which team is bound to get Drew Alar, Penn State's quarterback, the number one pick in the draft?
Well, I would have thought New Orleans because they were just going out there with anybody. It's Spencer Rattler or Skaborska. You know what I mean? Just like whoever. Let's just go out there and get Archie Manning. You know, so and make him a saint. But the Giants looked really bad. Russell Wilson looked really bad. I mean, they just really. I mean, like, should I be worried about the Redskins on Thursday night that much because they just looked? I mean, or the Giants just really fucking bad. I mean, they just. I was just like, wow, Malik Neighbors is going to be demanding for a trade here soon. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, or Jackson Dart comes out and he gets them to a 9-8 season and they just miss the playoffs. Then you got something to talk about. So,
Oh yeah.
but right now the Giants are bad. Now, who are they? It is a good quarterback class coming out, but I don't think the Giants should ruin another one. The
No,
same,
I think the Giants, yeah, I think Russell Wilson's that whole problem. I don't think the team's playing behind him. I don't think anyone has been behind Russell since he went, what was that thing? Buffalo Broncos ride or something like that.
yeah.
I don't think anyone's taken him serious since then.
I
And like
don't think
the young kids these days definitely aren't. So
I don't think after the interception to Butler in the Super Bowl and Marshawn Lynch pretty much calling him a sucker fool and
yeah,
all that shit, I'm pretty much I'm pretty sure that that's pretty much his last day of respect in the NFL for any
agreed.
teammate that he's had. I'm not saying anything, like there's probably some Russell Wilson fans out there, but
Yep,
not any of
do
his
that.
teammates. So
There's not many options, you know.
I gotta go with the Carolina Panthers are kind of a what? I thought Bryce Young was figuring it out. I thought this was going to be maybe a decent season, but he didn't play very well. So I want to say that, but Russell Wilson is an experienced quarterback who's won a Super Bowl, and his team sucks. So Giants it
His
is.
team sucks.
That's
All
it.
right. Unfortunately, I can only give you 7 points. That way I still win. Thanks for letting me go second week one.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That's perfect. Love taking advantage of your sleepiness. That is awesome.
It's great.
You go first again next week, by the way.
I do.
No, but you can tell me who your performances of the week is. Are
It's Micah Parsons for changing the whole dynamic of the Green Bay Packers defense. You didn't think I was going to bring up Micah Parsons as the defense again. You're
no,
taking
I
away
totally did
you're
not.
taking away points from me, aren't you?
No, I'm updating the records. It's getting closer.
Nice. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to say that Micah Parsons is my performer of the week for coming out there, only playing 48% of the snaps and making a difference on all levels. He's my performer.
Solid. No, no Ohio State stuff.
Not against scrambling, no. I know
Yeah,
Jeremiah Smith.
Grambling
Jeremiah
didn't look
Smith
very
caught
good.
more yards than anybody total on the other team.
I also am going to ignore Penn State and their shutout
But
against
I'm ignoring.
whoever that was. I'm going to go with Balogun and Christian Pulisic from the U.S. men's national team after they got beat 0-2 by Korea. They bounced back against Japan, reminding of the first time we beat them in soccer. And 2-0 USA. Pulisic, Balogun, looking great. Rockets to the moon. Yeah, this whole Detroit Pistons USA World Cup thing in 2026 might be Pistons only, I think, but
Don't make that bet, people. And if you
still
already
love it.
made that bet, sorry.
Maybe. It's a maybe still.
It's always a maybe. Nobody knows. That's why we call it sports.
True.
What are you excited for next week?
I heard maybe we can get robot San Francisco 49ers. That way we can actually play the guys we have on our team instead of playing all the backups and stuff. Really tired of injuries. I'm looking forward to a Green Bay Washington game. Go Commanders.
I'm Thursday night. That's nice. And then Sunday I can just watch my race and not worry and look at the fantasy here and there. Sleep. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I'm excited for the Bristol race and fantasy football.
Undefeated, baby. Scotty and
Good.
Stowe both 1-0. And by the way, Scotty won last week on FanDuel, so make sure to check us out on Thursday for
Thursday.
Packers Commanders FanDuel stuff.
Let's just end with that. That's brilliant.
Peace.